and welcome back. I'm Ren, and today we're diving into the Instagram algorithm. The only constant with Instagram is change, so I want to break down everything that's changed and how you can be creating content in 2025 that gets you more reach, more local followers, and more booked appointments. Let's get into it. Now, usually this is the part where I introduce myself, but let's be honest, you guys are not here for me. You're not here for my history. You're here for this amazing info. So let's just jump right in. Algorithms are the invisible hands behind the scene, pulling strings, curating your feed so that you stay on the app longer. And as small business owners, it's really important that we kind of understand how to show up and make the algorithm our bitch so that we're able to get our content seen more often. Now, the goal of all these algorithms is just to get everyone to stay online longer. Every algorithm is different because they actually discovered that how people interact with each different Instagram feature varies. And so you kind of need a unique approach for each one. So we've already known that for the feed algorithm, the main Instagram algorithm, that the biggest factors in how content is shown to you is your interaction. So what you've interacted with before, how you've engaged with similar content that's like that, the relationship you have with the person that has posted that content. But what I didn't realize too, and one of the newer things that's going on, is that Instagram also can tell how long you're spending hovering and reading posts. So, this means even if you are not liking, sharing, etc., if you are hovering over a post and spending time looking at it, reading the caption, etc., that is factoring into the videos you are getting shown for your algorithm. On a personal note, this is really good to know because you can really start to curate your feed better. So, if you're always frustrated with the content you're being shown on Instagram because you're like, why is this being shown to me? I don't ever engage with content like this. Chances are you do stop and read it. I find this happens a lot with like news stories. I do not want to see news in my personal Instagram feed, but when different articles and things come across the screen, I am guilty of stopping and reading and going through the comments. This is, again, teaching Instagram, hey, she wants to see more of that, keeps her on the app longer. So just be aware of that. All right, so let's dive into the story algorithm. So one of the main features of what makes the story algorithm different is that Instagram has found that people want to see their friends and accounts that they follow in their stories. So stories are almost like a more personal connection. That's what people are looking for. What I found fascinating is something that they're now calling connection depth. How this is determined, how connection depth is determined, is by how many times you've messaged or communicated with the creator that is in your story feed. I've been teaching for a long time that the DMs are really an important place to foster connection with your followers, to start meaningful conversations, and honestly, to just break the ice so that people know, hey, you're a real person, you're kind, you're approachable, they can reach out and book an appointment with you. But now more than ever, these DM conversations are playing a big part in how your content is ranked because this connection depth is now a huge factor in the algorithm. A couple of quick tips to increase your views in your stories would be to use the Instagram features. So I'm talking about all of those stickers, polls, quizzes, everything. I would also recommend hosting an AMA. So whether that is with the question box or you invite people to kind of DM you and then you'll answer their questions publicly, and do these things consistently over time. The first time we do something, our audience might not know how it's going to go. They might feel a little shy, but once they see that you've done it a few times, that people are participating, they're going to be way more likely to jump in on the next one. Lastly, you can give exclusive offers or first come, first serve benefits to people who hear about things from your stories first. This is going to keep people wanting to check in and see and make sure that they're not missing anything. Also, if you think about the new notes feature where you can leave a note on your profile bubble where people can see you at the top of their messages, If you have stuff going on in your stories, that's another great way to just say, hey, ask me anything right now in my stories, come over, to get your followers coming over and seeing you over there, drum up some of those views. Okay, so now let's talk about the explore page algorithm. So remember how I said that each algorithm has its own use, and that Instagram realized that people want different things from each feature. So with stories, again, they want to be connected with people that they know, their friends, their people that they follow. The explore page is all about showing you different things and trending things. Okay, so we go to our explore page to find out new ideas, new concepts, new trends, etc. So for example, if you're a Taylor Swift fan and you go to your explore page, yes, you're going to see different accounts talking about Taylor Swift, but you're also going to see people talking about Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, and other celebrities, because they want you to discover new topics within your own interest. So if you're interested in being shown more on the explore page, you definitely want to talk about more trending things that can get you into the conversation. Now, where I see the explore page go wrong a lot of the time with hairstylists is that they end up just getting discovered by more hairstylists, right? This is where a lot of people tend to actually grow the wrong kind of following. So instead of being hyper focused on the explore page or going viral, I want you guys to focus more on the other algorithms that we're going to talk about today. With that being said, of course, I'm going to give you guys a couple tips to show up more in the explore page. Number one, we are going to use those relevant hashtags and keywords, right? These are what is going to keep us in the conversation of what's trending and what's happening, and make sure that when people are interested in, let's say, hair and watching hair videos, you are going to be a part of that conversation. I want you to think about these hashtags differently, like hair tutorial, hair how to, and things like that. The second thing is using location tags, okay? This is going to help you be on your explore page alongside other local businesses. Again, this can be great because it can get you in front of people who will actually be booking appointments with you. And then number three, work on collaborations with other people in the area. Now, I am obsessed with you guys forming partnerships with other small businesses in your area. So have a favorite local coffee shop, have a favorite local bookstore, or a favorite local esthetician bestie. Work on collaborating on your content there, and then using those relevant hashtags and keywords, using those relevant location tags, so that you can both go together and gain that visibility, share the fame, and it's a win for everybody. All right, now let's talk about the Reels algorithm. So here's the thing. Reels generate twice the organic reach as static posts and carousels, but it can feel tricky to understand what is actually going to work on Reels and what isn't working. So here's what Instagram has found people are looking for when they're watching Reels, and that is entertainment. The three main factors that impact whether your reels are shown more or less are going to be, number one, sound popularity, okay? Are you using trending audio? Instagram has improved greatly in the last couple months in getting that trending audio easier to find. The second thing that impacts whether your reel is shown is, again, interaction history. How often have you watched reels by this creator before? Do you follow them? Do you like their other content? Do you watch their stories? Have you guys communicated before? This is really important to Instagram because, again, they're trying to show you things that keep you on their app longer and ultimately make you happy. And then lastly, number three, similar user preferences. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before with the explore page. They want to know if you like Taylor Swift, that they can show you other pop superstars and see if you're interested in them too. So if you are a hairstylist trying to get more local women following you, you would want to be showing up and in the conversation about topics that matter to them, whether that is about beauty, hair, and style, or other things like murder podcasts. You never know. So it's just important to really get clear on who your ideal client is, and then showing up in ways that interest her and putting these things together. So, if you want to make better reels in 2025, here are just a couple tips to do that. First of all, participate in the trends. And this doesn't have to mean trending dances or gimmicky transitions. It could simply be trending audio. It could simply be trending audio and trending topics of conversation. Number two, you can remix other reels. I want you guys to think about even like Brad Mondo, who has built a huge brand just off of watching other people's videos, right? That's like his whole thing. So don't be afraid to remix other reels. If you see a great hair tutorial, remix it and talk about, why, what you liked about it. What extra tips would you add into it, right? We don't have to make everything from scratch. And I think that that's really, really cool right now. And then lastly, we want to grab attention in those first couple seconds. So in the past year or so, talking about like hooks and everything like that has grown in popularity. So I know a lot of you know when you're writing a caption, that first sentence needs to be the most important thing. But this also applies to video. We need people to know immediately why they should be interested in it or why they should watch it. So even if you don't say the hook right away, I want your screen to have that hook somewhere right in the beginning so that when you save the cover or whatever, people know right away why they're interested in watching what you created. All right, so what did you guys think about this? Was this information helpful? Do you feel like you better understand the algorithm now? If so, or if not, drop some comments below. YouTube is a whole different beast. Last week's video, my most disliked video I've ever done. Yeah, tell me your thoughts. Did you like this conversation about Instagram algorithms? Does it feel relevant to you? Do you feel like you're better equipped now to know how to show up and post? And yeah, what do you think of my air dried hair? Like, just drop it all below. And I will see you guys on the next one.